Coming up with our roster of superhero was probably the biggest task we ever had to do. We decided to go with a good mix of iconic and well-known superheroes, but also more surprising characters.
I have a personal theory that a good superhero lineup has very recognizable faces, but lesser known characters as well, because it makes you lean forward. Like, who is she? Who is he? Who's that person? Like, you want to discover new characters, and we wanted to introduce new characters to our audience.
Our main through line for the character designs were really like a blast from the past from the 90s mixed with a cartoony style. Most of our inspiration comes from the comic books, really old school comic books, and trying to find some designs in there that adapt well to pixel art, because that's what we're known for.
Characters that audiences might discover with our games are Nova and Phyla-Vell. They're both leads in the Annihilation original comics, so it was really important to have them in our game. But also, I'm a huge fan of Nova, and also because we had that 90s styling to our game. Like, I was really excited about the idea that he could have his mullet ponytail like he did in the 90s. And also for Phyla-Vell, she is a character that has this great Joan of Arc type of vibe to her. She has a laser sword that is also really, really cool, that presented themselves as a really fun characters to have.
When we were searching for, the deep cosmic universe, we came up also with Beta Ray Bill and Cosmic Ghost Rider, who are both incredible characters, but also super fun in terms of gameplay opportunities. On one side, you have Beta Ray Bill equipped with Stormbreaker, who he can use basically as a trap that he can throw and leave on the field for enemies to get hit and use for great combos. But also Cosmic Ghost Rider, who is just this incredibly very loud character that is full of incredible attacks, like using the cosmic machine guns or his whips to basically wreak havoc on the battlefield. It was also a great way for us to give our own twist on some of these characters, especially characters like Beta Ray Bill, who hasn't been in any games before. People might recognize him as being similar to Thor, but at the same time for us it was a chance to really define him in a way that would belong to us. And for those who are less familiar with Cosmic Ghost Rider, he is a combination of Ghost Rider and Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, combined into one amazing character.
Again, if you open a comic book, like, you see these characters in different sizes, and it's part of their identity. Same thing with their powers, and it was a key part of how to present them in our game.
I really love Spider-Man in our game because he's very true to himself. He's a very agile character who can web swing and reposition on the battlefield very quickly, but also use his webbings to slow down enemies and pull them with his iconic web shooters in order to really take control of the action.
I really like Captain America. Like, he feels like he just walk off straight off the page. The shield throwing, the shield sling feels so good and so precise that I can't stop doing it.
And also what is great is that you can combine both characters and have the strengths of Captain America, being able to hold the defensive line while calling in Spider-Man to basically do a web swinging kick and wipe out a whole lane of the arena.
Some of my favorites include She-Hulk and Rocket Raccoon. She-Hulk because she's just a massive character that can throw characters around, throw enemies around, and chain some insane combos. And Rocket Raccoon because he's an agent of chaos. Every time you throw a grenade, it's randomized, so you don't know what you're gonna get. He's really quick. He can do really jump attacks that can combo easily between different enemies. So both of them really have something a bit more unique than I like.
I really like Iron Man to play as well. Like, a flying character is very different from a grounded character, and his repulsor blast also allows you to engage the enemy from afar, and that does pretty good as well.
And on the other hand, you have Wolverine, who is the ultimate melee character who can use his claws to plow through masses of enemies, but also pounce and perform lethal grabs and really have this amazing hand-to-hand combat experience.
I think Phoenix is really great as well. She's well-rounded. She has flight ability. She can grab people with her telekinetic grabs. She can also attack from range, and she can infuse her attacks with fire, which is very characteristic of Phoenix, so all-around great character. Venom is really a fantastic character. He can grab enemies, he can throw them, he can smash them on the ground, he can grab them from midair, and he's also a very fluid character. Like, he has a lot of movement options, and a lot of his actions are transformations, where he uses the symbiote as an advantage, and it's really fun to see it, really fun to change some insane combos.
He's really a fun match with Storm, who's a Wind Rider, who's a much more graceful tracker, who can fly and evade pretty much any enemy strikes with her dodge.
And Silver Surfer was also a really fun character to work with because he's using his board, part of his attack set, meaning that he's really riding the enemies as he goes, but also uses the power of the cosmos.
And we also have a Black Panther who feels closest to a martial arts ninja type of character, who's really has powerful martial arts strikes and uses kunais and also Wakandan technology as part of his powers.
And his special attack is actually pretty awesome because it really showcases the power of this character by just going through the whole battlefield in basically a single attack and plowing through these hordes of enemies.
There's a lot of different environments to explore in Marvel Cosmic Invasion. We decided to expand on the comic book and add a few different environments. Most notably Marvel's New York City, Wakanda, Genosha, Savage Land, all places on Earth, but also the story takes you to the cosmos. So you'll move on to Blue Area of the Moon, and then Clintar, Asgard, and a bunch of different places in the cosmos. And these places are also affecting the gameplay in many ways and are chock full of Marvel references for all you true believers out there. A lot of different things to see and a lot of fun place to explore with our 15 playable characters. Everything was made in collaboration with Marvel. Every character design has been reviewed and reworked to make sure that it works. It stays on brand with Marvel and it also works well within the game.